Have you ever found yourself in this situation? Working late every weekday, barely having time to breathe, let alone exercise, and then compensating by spending hours at the gym every weekend. Or maybe you're on the opposite end, trying to squeeze in 30 minutes of exercise every single morning before work. I'm sure you've wondered which approach actually works better for weight loss. As a working professional myself, I've struggled with this exact dilemma. Between 6 a.m. wake-ups and getting home at 10 p.m., finding time for daily exercise felt nearly impossible. So I tried both approaches at different times in my life. Sometimes doing 3-hour weekend sessions, other times setting that dreaded 5 a.m. alarm for daily workouts. Well, here's where things get really interesting. A groundbreaking study from the University of Santiago de Compostela in Spain just revealed some shocking results that might completely change how you think about exercise timing. They took 92 adults and divided them into two groups for a 16-week experiment that would settle this debate once and for all. The study design was brilliantly simple. One group became weekend warriors, exercising only on Saturdays and Sundays for 150 minutes each day, totaling 300 minutes per week. The other group spread those same 300 minutes across 7 days, exercising about 43 minutes daily. Same total time commitment, completely different patterns. Now, what do you think happened? Most people assume that daily, consistent exercise would definitely win, right? That's what I thought too. But the results were absolutely stunning and completely unexpected. After 16 weeks, the Weekend Warrior group lost an average of 4.2 kilograms, while the Daily Exercise group lost 3.8 kilograms. Not only did the Weekend Warriors lose more weight, but they also showed greater improvements in body composition. Their body fat percentage dropped by 2.7%, compared to 2.1% for the daily exercisers. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. When researchers looked at visceral fat, that dangerous fat around your organs, the Weekend Warriors showed significantly greater reductions. However, and this is crucial, the Daily Exercise group gained 0.8 kilograms of lean muscle mass, while the Weekend Warriors actually lost 0.3 kilograms of muscle. Now, before you rush to cancel your gym membership for 5 days a week, let me explain why this happens. According to research from Loughborough University in the UK, exercise intensity is the key factor here. When you exercise intensely on weekends, you trigger something called the EPOC effect, or excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, which can last up to 72 hours. Think of EPOC as your body's internal furnace, staying hot long after the fire goes out. After high-intensity exercise, your metabolism remains elevated, continuing to burn calories even while you're sitting on your couch watching Netflix. Research from the University of Copenhagen shows this effect can increase your metabolic rate by 15% for up to 24 hours, burning an extra 200 calories for the average adult male. The hormonal response is equally impressive. Harvard Medical School research reveals that high-intensity exercise can increase growth hormone production by up to 480%. This hormone is crucial for fat breakdown and muscle building, which explains why Weekend Warriors saw such dramatic fat loss results. But here's the critical part that many people miss. If you're going to be a Weekend Warrior, recovery and nutrition become absolutely essential. You can't just hammer your body for 3 hours and then eat pizza and skip sleep. The University of Texas found that consuming 20 grams of protein and 40 grams of carbohydrates within 30 minutes post-workout increased muscle protein synthesis by 73%, compared to those who didn't follow this protocol. Now here's something that really surprised the researchers. When they followed up 6 months later, the Weekend Warriors actually maintained their weight loss better than the daily exercisers. The weekend group regained only 12% of their lost weight, while the daily exercise group regained 28%. This suggests that the weekend approach might be more sustainable long-term, possibly because it doesn't create the daily pressure that can lead to exercise burnout. Let me give you the practical weekend warrior blueprint that actually works. Saturday should be your power day. Start with a 10-minute dynamic warm-up, then dive into circuit training. Combine burpees, jump squats, mountain climbers, and planks in 45-second intervals, with 15-second rest periods for 8 rounds. Follow this with 30 minutes of compound strength exercises like deadlifts, squats, and bench presses that work multiple muscle groups simultaneously. Sunday can be slightly lighter but still substantial. Begin with 30 minutes of moderate cardio. Then focus on core strengthening and upper body work for another hour. Finish with flexibility training like yoga or Pilates. The key is maintaining high intensity while allowing different muscle groups to recover. However, I need to emphasize some crucial warnings here. Weekend warrior training isn't suitable for everyone. If you've been sedentary, jumping into high-intensity weekend sessions can lead to injury. Anyone over 40 or with chronic health conditions should definitely consult their doctor first. Also, if you experience chest pain, extreme dizziness, or unusual shortness of breath during exercise, stop immediately and seek medical attention. Individual differences matter enormously too. Some people's bodies simply respond better to daily movement. Try the weekend approach for 2 weeks and pay close attention to how you feel. If you're constantly exhausted or your performance at work suffers, you might need to adjust the intensity or consider the daily approach instead. Hydration becomes critical with weekend warrior training. You're losing a lot of fluid in concentrated periods. So start hydrating 2 hours before exercise. Drink water every 15 minutes during your workout, and continue replacing fluids afterward. Dehydration can seriously impact both performance and recovery. For nutrition, start preparing Friday night by loading up on complex carbohydrates like brown rice, oats, or sweet potatoes. These provide the sustained energy you'll need. On workout days, eat something light like a banana or toast about an hour before exercising. Then prioritize that post-workout protein and carb combination within 30 minutes. Now, daily exercise isn't without its merits. The research clearly shows it's superior for maintaining muscle mass and cardiovascular health. If you can consistently carve out 30 to 40 minutes daily, alternating between strength training 3 days a week and cardio 2 days, with flexibility work on weekends, you'll see excellent long-term health benefits. The key with daily exercise is sustainability over intensity. Don't try to go all out every day. Listen to your body and adjust accordingly. On low-energy days, even a 10-minute walk is better than nothing. This flexibility often leads to better long-term adherence than rigid, high-intensity programs. Sleep quality becomes crucial regardless of which approach you choose. University of Chicago research found that people sleeping less than 6 hours per night experienced 55% less weight loss than those getting 7 to 9 hours. Growth hormone, released during deep sleep, plays a vital role in both fat burning and muscle building. Stress management is equally important. Chronic stress increases cortisol production, which promotes abdominal fat storage. Even with perfect exercise and nutrition, high stress levels can sabotage your results. Incorporating meditation, deep breathing, or enjoyable hobbies can significantly improve your outcomes. The bottom line is this: both weekend warrior and daily exercise approaches can be effective for weight loss, but they offer different benefits. Weekend warriors may see faster initial fat loss and better long-term maintenance, while daily exercisers typically preserve more muscle mass and develop stronger cardiovascular fitness. Choose the method that fits your lifestyle and personality. Perfection isn't the goal, consistency is. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a daily grinder, the most important factor is finding an approach you can stick with long-term. Start today. Listen to your body. Prioritize safety, and remember that any movement is better than no movement. Your journey to better health doesn't have to follow someone else's blueprint. Create your own path, stay consistent, and trust the process. The best workout routine is the one you'll actually do consistently. Make your choice and commit to it for the next 2 weeks. Your future self will thank you for starting today.